Well, hello everyone, and it's great to virtually see you all today. We're just going to give everyone a quick minute to join before we get into our Grapevine trivia night and afternoon for Australia and New Zealand. If you do have a headset today, it's the best way to hear us. If you can just make a quick comment or click the wave icon button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, it'll show that you can hear us okay. Maybe let us know where you're calling in from and how competitive you are. Are you a trivia master, or are you, just coming along to learn more? I mean, we've hosted a fabulous series of Grapevine mini FAMs across the last quarter of the year, last year, and we're excited now to simply test your knowledge on all that you know about Grapevine in Texas. In order to play Kahoot, if you haven't before, you're going to see a game pin on this screen. What I need you to do is utilizing your mobile phone is easiest. And if you can head to kahoot.it, so it's up on the screen there, so www.kahoot.it, and then enter the game pin, which is 9246152. You can see that Andy Jeed has already joined us. And that's going to be the way that we can kind of make sure everyone's involved. So go to kahoot.it in a browser on your phone and enter that game pin. And before you know it, we'll be playing. In case I haven't met you before, I'm Corey Marshall, fortunate to be the account director for Grapevine, Texas, across Australia and New Zealand. And I'm joined from Lara Kamyaka, our account manager on our team.
Hello, I've got my margarita ready.
Yes, it is Margarita Day because it's Texas Independence Day that we're going to learn about as well. And excited. So we are also joined by Heather Egan, all the way from Grapevine, Texas, who is a familiar face now to the Australia-New Zealand market. And I know can't wait to get down here to see us in person. But today is in Grapevine. And so, Heather, I'm going to turn it over to you. If anyone's having any problems logging in right now, if you can just type into the chat box and let us know, we'll try and walk you through it. I see lots of competitors on the screen.
Yeah, we've got 30. Just a reminder, if your phone goes off, just go back on and click refresh and you'll jump back in, because you probably will disappear if your phone goes blank. Just a reminder there.
Perfect.
Yeah, great. I'm excited to see so many names popping up. So hope everybody is competitive. This should be a fun event. And I don't know if everybody made themselves a little chili and has themselves a margarita. It is Texas Independence Day. I do not have a margarita today, just because when I make margaritas, I end up with a whole pitcher, and I don't need to drink an entire pitcher tonight. But I did have some leftover wine, and we can't let wine go to waste. So had to finishing off my Grapevine wine here tonight. But very excited to have you all with us. This is Texas Independence Day, which I guess I can't exactly tell you what that means because it's one of the trivia questions. So we will get to that in a little bit. Can't give that away. But it is a big holiday for us, of course, here in Texas. Many people, typically we would get out and we celebrate with, chili and tacos or Tex-Mex and margaritas, and it's a fun day of celebration for us here in Texas.
Awesome, Heather. Well, I think that no one seems to be having issues, and we'll continue to monitor it through the chat box. But we have a lot ready to roll, and excited about some Texas trivia. So you're welcome to start whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. It's weird. I want to ask y'all if you're ready, but I know you can't tell me. So, so here we go. And bear with me. This is my first time hosting this event. So Texas Independence Day trivia. I believe the first question you're going to get to see here is just a sample to give you an idea. Well, actually, I guess let's first, meet me again. Heather Egan. I am the Director of Leisure and International Sales. Very excited to be working the Australia and New Zealand market, and can't wait to be able to get back down to Australia and get to personally meet you all. I really do appreciate you all spending the time on these webinars and these sessions with us. It's been a lot of fun to get to visit with you all, and I really just look forward to doing it face-to-face, hopefully very soon. So today we're going to do a little bit of both Texas and Grapevine trivia. So here is a practice question. Use your phone. So have you ever been to Grapevine, Texas? And on your phone, I believe it'll show up either as a triangle or red. So you have the yes, I have, no, not yet, haven't been, but have sold to my clients, or it's on the bucket list. And we have about, there we go, there's time. So there we go. Looks like no, not yet, but a pretty good, it's on the bucket list. I'm always excited to hear that. And a few of you have been to Grapevine, so that is very exciting to hear. So, well, there we go. So we will, the way this works, if you haven't done this before, there are going to be a series of questions, and they're sort of weighted. So as you answer the question, you get points for correct answers, as well as whoever answers first. The game goes, it keeps track of who has the most points, and you'll be able to see a leaderboard, which gets pretty competitive. So if you all are friends and happen to know each other, that can be a little bit of fun to sit there and watch. So that's how we'll be scoring this. And we have a few great prizes at the end that we'll be awarding for first, second, and third prize. But I think we are ready to get going then. Let's see, no need to answer at this time. So round one is going to be all about Texas, since it's Texas Independence Day. So we're going to start with some general Texas questions. What is Texas' nickname? The Cowboy State, the Lone Star State, the Friendly State, or the Bluebonnet State? Got some people answering pretty quickly on this one. I feel like I need Jeopardy music or something. 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, looks like we got a pretty good group of people there. The Lone Star State is the answer, and that is because our flag has the 1 star on it. So there we go. Here's our leaderboard, and we have AGL as in lead. So next question, true or false? Texas is the largest state by landmass within the U.S. Oh man, you all seem to know this one pretty quick. Let's see, is that everybody? So it is, it's actually false. So Alaska is the largest state by landmass. So we are the second largest state. It's very, the perception of it, it definitely does look like it is the largest. So we have a new leader, M. Summers. Congratulations. So next one, true or false? Texas is the 5th largest producer of wine in the United States. Y'all are on it. Look at everybody jumping right in, diving in to answer this. Let's see what y'all said. That answer is true. Very good. Everybody got that one. We are the 5th largest producer of wine in the United States. M. Summers is still in the lead. How many nations have ruled over the territory now called Texas? 2, 4, 6, or 8? See if everybody gets this one. If you didn't know before, you probably know now by the picture. All right, this one was all over. So the answer is actually 6. So we had, my goodness, I'm going to have that one in front of me now. We've had Spain, Mexico, the Republic of Texas, of course, the United States, France. And I know I'm missing one. Yeah, I should have written that one down to have it right in front of me because I can't remember which one I did not say. But yeah, the answer is 6. So think of 6 Flags Over Texas, the theme park, if you've ever heard of that. Sam is in the lead. What does Texas Independence Day represent? I almost gave this away earlier. I keep forgetting to read these out loud. So I guess you guys will read them. Texas independence from Spain, Texas independence from Mexico, Texas independence from the United States of America, or the day Texas became an official U.S. state. Okay, let's see. The actual answer is it's Texas independence from Mexico. So that was actually when we became a Republic of Texas. Here we go. Sam is still in the lead. The name Texas is based off the Caddo Indian word Tasha. What does it mean? Cowboy, Lone Star, big, or friend? How well do we all know Texas so far? All right, so let's see. The actual answer is friend. We are also known as, so we're the Lone Star State is our official nickname, but we're also known as the friendly state here in Texas. Sam is still in the lead. Guessing Sam might have been one of the people who's visited. What is the Texas state flower? And you can choose from those pictures below. Four, three, two, one. And the answer is the bluebonnet. In the spring, you can see fields of bluebonnets all over Texas. They are beautiful here. Oh, Sam is still up there. Way to go, Sam. What is the Texas state tree? The walnut, oak, pecan, or mesquite? And there's those bluebonnets in that picture. Oh, wow. Let's see. The pecan is the answer there. So we got a pretty good number, got that one. Are y'all learning anything? Okay. Kayla is the highest climber. She's moving up there. What is the Texas state dish? Barbecue brisket, ribeye, chili, or fajitas? I can tell you those are all pretty popular dishes here in Texas. All right, chili, pretty good guess. That is correct. Chili is the state dish. All right, there we go. Sam is on a roll. What popular soft drink was invented in Texas? You've got Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, or Dr. Pepper. Very good. Y'all did good on that one. Dr. Pepper. That is one of my weaknesses, I will admit. I love some Dr. Pepper. Oops. Try that again. There we go. Oh, let's see. M. Summers is sneaking up there. Better watch out, Sam. Okay. So here's a little treat. We were just recently at Esparza's. I'll kind of show you how we make a margarita. Try and turn up this volume a little bit.
This is Martin's Restaurant. I was able, my bar manager has been with me for 34 years. So I hope you enjoy.
All right. So that is one of our popular, the margarita was actually invented in Texas, started here in the Dallas area, and is obviously a very popular drink. And Esparza's here is one of it's actually the margarita capital of Texas. So next time you're in Grapevine, you have to stop and have margarita.
Awesome,
so round two.
Oh, it's cool. I was just telling the guys, I can pop back up. You can't see me because we're playing off your screen, but there are some double the points rounds, guys, coming up. Not maybe this one, but in the future. So Sam, watch out. He seems to be the super cool Texas ace, but I was just telling everyone in the chat box that you shot that specifically for today. So thanks for doing that. And I'll turn it back over to you for round two.
Great. All right. Well, round two is going to be all about Grapevine's history and heritage. So if y'all are ready, here we go. How did Grapevine get its name? The town's founder's family name? Because of the wild Mustang grapes that grew abundantly there? Because of the multiple wineries there? Because of the many varietals of grapes that grew there? Alrighty, the answer is because of the wild Mustang grapes that grew abundantly here. So very good. When our first settlers came to Grapevine, they found this land covered with wild grapes. And believe it or not, they actually are not very good for making wine. They're great for making jams, but they're a little too tart for making wine. So moving on to the next question. Oh, I guess, yeah, Sam's still up there, but M. Summers just keeps moving up. Next, what year was Grapevine founded? I know this is kind of a hard one. 1822, 1844, 1866, or 1902? Very good. Yeah, a lot of you got that one right. So Texas actually became a state in 1845, and Grapevine was founded 1 year before that in 1844. Sam is just on a roll. What two infamous outlaws killed two of Grapevine's motorcycle patrolmen in 1934? Thelma and Louise, Bonnie and Clyde, the Menendez brothers, or the Joker and Catwoman? Very good. So Bonnie and Clyde, there's a lot of history with Bonnie and Clyde here in Grapevine. They are actually from the Grapevine area, and their hideout was said to be where Lake Grapevine is today. For the most part, they stayed out of trouble here in Grapevine, but this was actually, unfortunately, this shooting probably led to their demise, because it wasn't long after that when they came to an end. There we go. Sam is still in the lead. How many National Register of Historic Places are in Grapevine? 1, 2, 3, or 4? All right, 4. That is the correct answer. So there are 4 here in Grapevine. There is the Grapevine Commercial District, the Cotton Belt Railroad Industrial Historic District, the original Town Historic District, and Nash Farmstead, which was the picture you saw in that question. Oh, look at that. M. Summers is right behind Sam now. Here we go. Which artisan can you experience in Grapevine's Working Artisan District? Blacksmithing, bronze sculpting, glass blowing, or all of the above? There we go. Very good. It's all of the above. We have a lot of working artisans in our historic district. So you can see blacksmithing, glass blowing, bronze sculpting. You can also see tinsmithing, pottery, and also see artists who do both oil painting, watercolors, and jewelry making, all in our historic downtown township. All right. Well, Ellen is back. She's got 3 in a row right. What year did the Cotton Belt Train Depot open in Grapevine? 1944, 1931, 1908, or 1888? Two, one. There we go. It's actually 1888. It's hard to believe, isn't it? 1888 was the year that the Cotton Belt route started here in Grapevine and began running, well, routes around being a farming community. It was primarily to help us get produce and stuff around, and it became also traveling salesmen would come through Grapevine. Christy Jackson's moving up there onto the leaderboard. True or false? The first settlers to Grapevine arrived by carriage. False was the answer on that. And I'll admit that was kind of a trick question. So the answer to that, matter of fact, that fountain that they showed in the picture, that is our Walking to Texas fountain. And what that commemorates is the first the first visitors or settlers who came to Texas. They actually loaded up their wagons and their carriages with all their belongings, and they had to walk alongside their horses because there wasn't room on the carriage for them. And they came to Texas. So that is why we say the Walking to Texas. So technically they actually walked here, which is amazing to think that they did that coming from states, other states here in the United States. Look at Alicia popped up there. And we still have Sam and M. Summers are right up there. Bonnie and Clyde once robbed a bank in Grapevine. True or false? That answer is actually false. That is another kind of trick question. Bonnie and Clyde's gang once robbed a bank here in Grapevine, but Bonnie and Clyde did not. Bonnie and Clyde, being from Grapevine, really didn't want any trouble here in Grapevine. So they were actually very upset with their gang when they learned that they had robbed a bank here in their hometown. Oh, Christy Jackson, look at you. I hope y'all are having fun. Are y'all learning something? True or false? Country singer Leanne Rimes got her start in Grapevine at the Palace Theater. There we go. That answer is true. Leanne Rimes performed with the Grapevine Opry that performed shows every Saturday night here at the Palace Theater. And that is how she got her start. All right. Everybody's doing pretty good. The farm is the oldest continuously working farmstead in Tarrant County. What is its name? Ronald McDonald Farm, Vintner Farm, Nash Farm, or Sam Houston Farm? Very good. Nash Farm is correct. It was owned by the Nashes, and we continue to work it like a 19th century farm today. Sam is still up there. I think Sam is our Texas expert we're seeing. Let's see, but we still, of course, have those double rounds ahead. So I think that ends that round. Yes. So now we'll learn, let me turn up the volume and we can learn a little bit about chili.
My name is Paul Ryan. My wife and I own Talbert's Restaurant and Chili Parlor on Main Street in Grapevine, Texas. In Texas, when you say chili, you're talking about beef cut up and cooked in a broth with spices, peppers. It's a very hearty meal served in a bowl, often with crackers or chips. The history of Talbert's Restaurants goes back to our founder, the late Frank X. Talbert, who was a historian, journalist, and author, and wrote a book about chili. It's called A Bowl of Bread. It's considered the Chili Bible, the authoritative writing about chili. So he wrote that book and published it about 1966. Then in 1967, he and a group of men started the very first Terlingua Chili Cook-Off, which has been going on and still goes on every year, first Saturday in November. That was the first real cook-off of any kind for any kind of food. It just started the whole thing, and by the 70s, chili cook-offs were just huge, and you could find them throughout the world and every weekend in Texas. And to this day, you still find chili cook-offs in Texas. And then with the popularity of all that, he opened up Talbert's Restaurant and Chili Parlor in 1976 with his son Frank II and his daughter Kathleen. Since then, we've had several incarnations of Talbert's Restaurants throughout Dallas, and now the one and only is our restaurant on Main Street here in Grapevine. Chili got its start with the cattle drives back in the 1800s, out on the ranches and the prairies, and cattle drives. Cowboys would have to have something to eat. They would often cut up this dish with pieces of beef that they have and mix in peppers that they found along the way and other spices. That became the origins of chili. Then in the 1930s, during the Depression, chili, often cooked with ground beef then, became very popular in cafes throughout the state as an inexpensive dish. After Talbert started the chili cook-offs in 1967, chili just took off from there and became the state dish of Texas. Almost every chili cook-off has a charitable cause attached to it. Hope you learned a little bit something today. Thank you for your time.
Okay, so I wonder, I can't see, of course, but I wonder how many of you actually made chili tonight or today. I guess it's afternoon for you all. Hope you all enjoy it if you do. So on to a double points round now, and this is going to be all about Grapevine, visiting Grapevine. So here we go. Grapevine is nestled between what two major cities? Los Angeles and Anaheim, Orlando and Fort Lauderdale, Minneapolis and St. Paul, or Dallas and Fort Worth? I hoped you all would get that one right. So Dallas and Fort Worth, we're centrally located right between the two, making it very easy to visit all the destinations when you're here in North Texas. Very good. Looks like our leaderboard didn't change too much. Going on to the next question. Which international airport sits within Grapevine city limits? George Bush Intercontinental Airport, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, O'Hare International Airport, or LaGuardia Airport? I'm betting for most of you, this one should be a pretty easy one as well. This is where we see who has the fastest thumbs. Very good. Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. That actually sits right in Grapevine. So as soon as you land, you are here. There we go. All right. So we'll see if they get a little bit harder from here. With 1,814 guest rooms, what is Grapevine's largest hotel? Great Wolf Lodge, Hilton DFW Lakes Executive Conference Center, the Grand Hyatt DFW, or the Gaylord Texan Resort and Convention Center on Lake Grapevine? Just 4 of the 20 hotels we have here. And there's a picture of it. The Gaylord Texan Resort and Convention Center. Absolutely, that is our largest hotel here in Grapevine. A little bit of change there. All right, let's keep going. Grapevine is home to the only glockenspiel featuring what? The would-be train robbers, Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, Mother Earth and Father Time, or Bonnie and Clyde? Are those margaritas helping with the answers? Very good. The would-be train robbers. So we have Nat Barrett and Willie Majors, our would-be train robbers. They come out every day. They argue over who's going to rob the train, how they're going to divide the money, and it ends in a shootout. So that is our glockenspiel. Wow, look at that. Christy is in the lead. Way to go, Christy. You know, Sam, when you sit at the top that long, somebody is coming after you. So we'll see if Sam gets back up there. How many holes of golf can you play in Grapevine? 18, 36, 72, or 81? '81. That is the correct answer. So 12 of you got that. Very good. We have 3 golf courses in Grapevine, 81 holes of golf. We're also the home of the only NFL-themed golf course, Cowboys Golf Club. So you can see that Cowboys star out there when you go, as well as replicas of their Super Bowl trophies. M. Summers, she's been searching for that top spot for quite a while. She finally got up there. See if she can keep it. Grapevine hosts 1,200 events in 40 days at Christmas time. Is that true or false? False. The answer is false. I know I tricked you again. I'm sorry. Those true and false questions, those can be tricky. The answer is actually 1,400 events. So it's actually more than 1,200. Believe it or not, I actually tricked up our own staff on that one as well. I thought they should know that one. So not much has changed there. Moving on to the next question. Grapevine Mills features 150 stores of shopping, entertainment, and restaurants. True or false? That is again false, and that is, and I should give that to you all if I had control over that. The actual number is 180 stores of shopping, entertainment, and restaurants. So it is a big mall. Sam, there we go, back up there. How long does it take to get from historic downtown Grapevine to DFW Airport on TexRail, our commuter train? Oh, those answers are coming out quick. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 12, or 16 minutes. I feel like I can see you all on your phone trying to get those answers in as quick as you can. There you go. 10 minutes is the correct answer. Of course, they're all very quick, no matter where you're at. But yeah, according to TexRail, it is 10 minutes. Although all of us on staff actually think that it's even quicker than that. But according to their schedule, they say it takes 10 minutes to get from Grapevine to DFW Airport. Got a little bit of changes there. Y'all are doing great. Another Deborah point. Which of Grapevine's 20 hotels just opened this past fall? Hotel Vin, Hyatt Regency DFW, Courtyard Town Place Suites by Marriott, or Spring Hill Suites? I've got answers right in front of you now if you haven't answered. There we go. Hotel Vin. Most of you got that one right. That is our new hotel that just opened this past fall in historic downtown Grapevine, connected to new Grapevine main station, which is the train station for TexRail. So beautiful property. Okay. Still got Sam, M. Summers, Eds, Christy Jackson. How long does it take to travel from Grapevine to downtown Dallas or Fort Worth? 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 1 hour? If you still thinking about it, are you all searching for the answer on your phones? That answer is 30 minutes. Unless you drive by me, and then it probably takes about 20 minutes. But so technically it takes about 30 minutes to get to either downtown Dallas or downtown Fort Worth, as we are right in the middle. So it's very easy to get to either one. All right, Sam is still in the lead. We still have one more round after this. So one more video here to show. This is our new Harvest Hall. So Harvest Hall is inside Grapevine Main Station, which is the new train station here in Grapevine. Harvest Hall is a European-style food hall, and it features 7 globally inspired kitchens, so different cuisines from all over, and visitors can select what they would like to try, what they would like to have. So all sorts of different options there. It also has Third Rail, which is an entertainment venue where we have live entertainment Wednesday through Sunday. So all sorts of different things. You can hear jazz music, blues, country music. We have a DJ who is amazing who comes in. And there will also be inside here an observation tower that has not opened yet, but it will be opening hopefully very soon. And that will provide the 360-degree views of the Dallas-Fort Worth area from right here in Grapevine. All right, one more round left. So who's going to catch up with Sam? We've got double points this round as well. And this is probably my favorite round because it's all about food, wine, and fun here in Grapevine. And if you were paying attention, you may already know the answer to a couple of these. So here we go. First question, what event does not take place in Grapevine? The Texas State Fair, Grape Fest, Main Street Fest, or Butterfly Flutterby? And I will stress, that is an old picture. That was not taken anytime in the past year. That is what Grape Fest used to look like, and hopefully will one day look like again. The Texas State Fair is correct. The Texas State Fair takes place in Dallas, right down the road. But Grape Fest, of course, is our signature festival that takes place every September, the largest wine festival in the Southwest United States. Main Street Fest celebrates craft brews every May, and Butterfly Flutterby celebrates the migration of the monarch butterfly as it actually comes through Grapevine on its way to Mexico every fall. There we go. Just a little change. Eds is moving up. Not sure if Eds, EDDS, Eds. I'm calling you Eds. Next question. What Grapevine restaurant is famous for their chili? Tolbert's Restaurant, Chili's Bar and Grill, Bartley's Barbecue, or AJ's on Main? I may know who refilled their drinks during this little session earlier. There we go. Oh, very good. So Tolbert's, as we saw the video earlier, they are famous for their chili here in Texas. Christy's moving up. Next question. Which Grapevine restaurant is the margarita capital of Texas? Blue Goose Cantina, Esparza's Restaurante Mexicano, Ferrari's Italian Villa and Chop House, or Meet You Anywhere Barbecue? All Grapevine restaurants, by the way. All very good Grapevine restaurants. And I can guarantee you can probably get a good margarita at all of them, but only one is the margarita capital of Texas. Esparza's. Now that one we were definitely paying attention to. So Esparza's is the margarita capital of Texas. No change there. All right. Next up. How many winery tasting rooms are within walking distance of each other in historic downtown Grapevine? 5, 6, 7, or 8? The answer is 7. So we have 7 in walking distance in downtown Grapevine. And I can tell you, I get a lot of exercise walking between them all. So no change. There we go. Next question. We're getting close to the end. What Grapevine Festival is the largest wine festival in the Southwest United States? I believe I gave this one away earlier. Wine Fest, Main Street Fest, September Fest, or Grape Fest? Grape Fest is correct. I forget what questions I'm coming up later on when I'm talking to you all. But Grape Fest is the largest wine festival in the Southwest United States. On a normal year, we typically see 250,000 visitors who come through over a 4-day weekend. The leaderboard stays the same. Sam is still in the lead. He's got a few more questions to hold it up there. Grapevine Wine Tours provides a tour guide and a transportation for this 4-hour tour. Is that true or false? That answer is true. I'm sure some of you thought I was trying to trick you on that one, but most of you got that one correct, so very good. Grapevine Wine Tours does provide a tour guide and transportation on this 4-hour tour, as well as 3 winery tasting rooms and a restaurant for lunch or dinner.
Hey, Heather, it's Corey back again. I just thought I'd inform you because we got to see in the chat box, but I know you can't see it. Sam is actually a she, and we keep referring to her as a he, so I think, it's just to correct that. No, that's okay. And the other thing, guys, I was
like, Sam could be a girl. So I apologize, Sam.
We are playing for the top 3. So there's top 3 gets prizes. Yes. And if you look, the difference between the leaderboard is very tight. So a few questions left.
Yes, just a few questions left. So here we go. Next question. How many different tour options does Grapevine Food Tour offer? 2, 3, 4, or 5? There we go. Most people said 5. The answer is actually 4. So the tours that they offer, they have the original Grapevine Food Tour. They have a wine and chocolate tour, a beer and bites tour, and a bubbles and barrels tour, which is champagne and bourbon. There we go. Sam is still up there. And we got, I think, 3 more questions, maybe 3 or 4. Here we go. How many barbecue joints are in Grapevine? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Grapevine has about 200 restaurants total. So those restaurants, how many are barbecue joints? I don't know, that's a hint, but gives you kind of an idea for ratio. Four is the correct answer. Barbecue is a very popular food here in Texas, of course. And we have 4 great and very different barbecue places to visit. So if you're interested in a barbecue tour, it's a great option to come and visit all 4 for sure. Oh my goodness. Sam just fell. Eds, EDDS, Eds is now in the lead. M. Summers, Christy Jackson, and Sam. So, and Jules has the highest answer streak with 4. So here we go. We have a couple more left. So Sam could still come back. It's still double points. What Grapevine restaurant offers axe throwing, escape rooms, and an arcade on site? Corky's Gaming Bistro, Crush It Virtual Sports Lounge, Mulligan's Grill, or Texan Station?
This is quite exciting, Heather. Quite exciting as we get into the last couple.
It's always right there at the end. Oh, this one. Yeah, this was a close one. Corky's Gaming Bistro is correct. They have axe throwing, they have escape rooms, and they have an arcade on site, as well as great food and beverages. See if that changed anything up. There we go. Sam's coming back up a little bit. Yeah, I will say we did a practice run a couple weeks ago with our own staff in the office, and we had a leader the entire time until I think it was the final question. And they ended up falling and into second or third place at that point. So you just never know.
There are only 600 points between first and third.
Here we go. How many globally inspired kitchens are inside Harvest Hall at Grapevine Main Station? 2, 4, 5, or 7? You all were paying attention. Yes, 7 is the correct answer. There are 7 kitchens that you can sample from when you visit Harvest Hall. Oh, man. M. Summers and Sam are right up there. Ed's is right behind. All right. I think we have, I didn't notice what number we're on. Are we on? I think there's only one question left. So this is it. Everybody got their phones and their fingers ready to go? Because here we go. This is the last question. True or false? Spaghetti pizza is a popular dish in Grapevine, Texas. Oh yeah, everybody's going to be quick on this one. The answer is true. The spaghetti pizza is a popular dish at Farina's Winery and Cafe here in Grapevine. That came to be one of their guests couldn't decide if they wanted spaghetti or pizza, and the owner said, well, why don't we make both? Or we'll just put the spaghetti on the pizza. And when they brought it out, other people saw it and said, well, what's that? I want to try that. And it just became a menu item. And now people want to try it when they come to town. And it's actually quite good. I would have never expected that. I would have never ordered it if it weren't a specialty. But it's actually very good here in Grapevine. Okay, are we ready to see? Are you all ready to see the leaderboard? See who is
ready.
Here we go.
Not yet. Prize.
I guess not done yet. So end of round 4 are, so we do have 3 prizes today. I will tell you, so first prize is going to get a bottle of wine from Soul Growers in Barossa Valley. And that is actually kind of special for us because they were here at Grape Fest just a couple of years ago. Every year we feature a different international country, and we featured Australia very recently. And they were one of the wineries that came here. Their winemaker came here to Grapevine. They participated, and it was very special for us. So we are happy to be able to share their wine with you all there in Australia. And you may have heard for second and third place, the video about Tolbert's. He mentioned that Frank Tolbert, the creator of Tolbert's or the founder of Tolbert's restaurant here in Grapevine, that he had written a book called A Bowl of Red about Texas chili. So second and third place is going to get that book today.
Awesome.
Let's see, so next, Texas Independence Day. So Aaron is in third place. Sam, second. And in first, M. Summers.
Woo!
So congratulations to you all. And Stace and Ed's, great job hanging in there as well. I hope everybody had a great time. I'm going to click next, and honestly, I'm not sure what's next. I think that's it. So
awesome. Well, thanks, Heather.
On.
You're still good. You're still good. Thank you, Heather. And thanks everyone so much for attending today. Obviously, it's an extremely challenging time for our industry, but it's great to have folks like Heather and her team still supportive of Australia and New Zealand and all that we do. We try and bring different educational options your way. We know it's not easy, these Zoom and click meetings, but we appreciate everyone's attendance. Absolutely. Those 3 podium winners, if you can make sure you let Laura and I know your address details, we'll make sure we get those prizes off to you. So just let Laura at CanuckKiwi.com know, and we'll coordinate with Heather and her team to get those out. We're getting all kinds of great thank yous, Heather. I hope you can see the chat box now.
I can now. Yes, I'm back on. So I'm sorry I couldn't read it while I was doing the other side. So, but I really do enjoy. I hope you all had a great time, and it's fun to get to go back now through these and see. So thank you all for the comments, and glad you all could join us today.
And we're your team for when travel resumes to help you connect your clients with Grapevine. So just reach out to Laura, who's on the screen with me, and myself, and we'd be more than happy to help you. So we will leave you with that. And Heather, thanks again for spending so much time in your evening with us. You can go get another glass of red wine from one of those favorite winemakers. And I know I can't personally wait to host a fam group. Maybe some of you will join me to Grape Fest or one of those other great festivals in Grapevine. Email address is lara@canuckkiwi.com. For the winners. So Laura at CanuckKiwi.com.
Karen said she was waiting for a Tommy T turkey question. Brilliant.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm so glad you all paid attention and participated in all of our different webinars or our virtual FAMs as well. And hopefully you've learned a lot over the last few months. So I appreciate it.
Awesome, team. Well, we'll sign out now and catch you on the next one.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.